It's Sea Duck again is brought to you by Hackensack Brewing Company and their Imperial Pilsner Auga, which was created in honor of the legendary DJs The Awesome 2. Fit Crates, pure hip-hop satisfaction. Check out their limited edition new releases available now on Instagram. Weaponized Records, an independent music label serving up underground hip-hop. The revolution will not be televised. It will be weaponized. Group. The Spit Slam Records label group. A Chuck D situation. Catch us on your favorite streaming platform, on Bandcamp, or visit our official web store at spitslamrecords.com. All on CD, with select titles available on vinyl and cassette. The Spit Slam Record label group.
It's C-Doc again.
Yo, party people in the place to be. It is another Tuesday night. Welcome back to another episode of It's C-Doc again. I'm your host, C-Doc, of course, and we got a great show tonight. Very much looking forward to this one. I love to hear the stories. You know, we love to hear the stories, and that's what I'm hoping for tonight. Gotta find out more about this record, about this album, right here. But first up, introducing the crew. She first got her. I'm getting ahead of myself. She got her start in classic rap radio, the very first 24-hour rap station, KDAY in Los Angeles. Our lady from the heyday, aka Jennifer O. Jenny.
What's happening?
I'm talking too fast.
Yeah,
I'm tripping over my words.
She got her start somewhere.
Been a minute.
Yeah, just a minute.
Yeah, just a minute. That's all right. So, how are things?
Things are, as usual, thinging.
Yeah. Did it stop raining out there?
Yes. Thank God.
Excellent. That's good. It started raining here, so you guys got rid of it. We got
it over to you.
Yep. Yeah, it is. It is what it is. At least it's not snowing.
Right.
You know. Also joining us tonight, he has the dopest account on Instagram. If you don't follow him, you truly are a sucker. Ladies and gentlemen, the Culture Clip King, Ultra Mag 7.
Jennifer, what's happening? Doc, what's happening? He gave me a flashback with the intro.
Oh,
a flashback.
Yeah. Oh,
but when you say you love to hear the story again and again, I was getting.
I didn't mean to do that, but you know.
Chance cussing down.
At least you have that on your resume.
Right? You got cussed out by MC Shan.
Yeah.
Yo, did you see his battle with this comedian and him were going back and forth? But listen, leave Shan alone. Shan is your man.
Yeah.
Leave Shan alone.
Yep, gotta leave Shan alone.
And will cuss you out for real.
Yes. He has no problem doing that.
None.
as you well know. Yep. All right, let's bring out our guest tonight. Yes, I'm very, very interested in talking to you. So far, their only one and only album. So far, you know, a guy can hope, but the future sounds, the Whole Shebang Volume 1. Please welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen, Flashback and Relay.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, where's the applause?
What's up, everyone?
Oh, yeah, shit. Wait, hang on. I got too many buttons. Okay, wait, here we go. The wrong button.
good.
It's the wrong button. Okay, sorry.
Okay, it's all good.
That was for Ultra.
We have that effect sometimes, you know.
That's an inside joke.
Yeah.
There we
That's
go.
right.
That's what's
There we
up.
go.
We hear that a little more.
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. How are you guys doing?
Very well. Thank you for having us.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you for having us. Much respect.
So, one of the main reasons I reached out to you was the recent 90s tapes HHV reissue of your album, the Whole Shebang Volume 1.
Yes, that's right. Vinyl, CD, and cassette, and streaming now, and all platforms.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah, they as we were saying before, they looked like they did a fantastic job with it.
Yeah.
I was curious, did they have all the assets? Did they have to come to you guys to get stuff?
Yeah. Thank goodness we kept, we kept pretty much cataloged everything we needed, and had archives of everything that they needed as well. And everything also they had collected as well. So they used a little bit of what they had and what we had to offer and put everything together. But they did a great job. They cleaned it up nice.
Yeah. Yeah, dope. Yeah, so how did the reissue happen? Can you tell us a little bit about that, how it came about?
Yeah. So as I was saying before we started, Ski Beats, shout out to Ski Beats, Squav, Original Flavor, the whole crew. But Ski Beats, we've been in contact and he's always been a great support, always been willing to share all types of music stuff with us and everything. And this is one of the things he shared with us. So he was re-released. The Original Flavor album was re-released, and he recommended them to reach out to us. And when they did, there had already been some conversations through their community as to when will there be a Future Sound re-release. So it was almost to them a no-brainer, but to us it was kind of a shock. It was a surprise and a nice one,
Yeah.
Came kind of out of left field. So yeah.
As I was telling you earlier, I only recently discovered this album, and it was a shock for me because it's my kind of record, and it's totally a record that I would have bought had I realized it back in the day, and it was just one of those joints that fell through the cracks or whatever. But do you guys? I mean, I found out about it because of one of the other shows we have on here on Channel Zero. Shout out to Mocha Only and Dave Sy, because they did a deep dive into this record and they really love this album.
All right. Shout out to them. That is
awesome. And so I assume you guys have, some serious ardent fans out there, that were big fans of the record. Do you get hit up about it at all?
No, not really. Not really.
Through the internet, the artist people will reach out. And I'll let Relay know about it too sometimes, but they'll reach out and just say things, or just going through, like if you literally go to YouTube and you look at any of our videos, just reading the comments, you'll see that we really hit a lot of pockets around the whole world, like from Japan to Australia to it's interesting. And so the fact that you didn't hear about it is also interesting because it really wasn't pushed that much. So it was extremely underground. Right. Still around is love. It's love that the underground still dug it up, and kept it alive.
Yeah,
I heard about it.
In an odd way, I kind of appreciate that too, because you can either go the opposite direction and really blow up and everyone knows about it, or it could be something that's underground, that's kind of a secret that when it is discovered, it's a like you said, it's your kind of record. You know?
Yeah. I saw them in the Source, and then I think they used to play the video on Rap City, but I mean, you guys got like a 3.5 mics in the source, right?
Yes, sir.
I think I still
I'm
got the
still looking
magazine.
for that issue too. We're still looking for.
Yeah, you need to send me at least the page with the actual review on it.
If you have it.
You got it.
If I can't find it, I know you guys with the journalist Sincere. I know he got it. So between
Yeah, he got it.
Right.
I wrote something to the store, and they printed my what I wrote to them. You would think that would be the one that I have. I don't. That's the one I don't have.
Wow.
yeah, that figures. I have stuff like that too.
Yeah.
You know, missing records and missing remixes we did and stuff like that. Even beats that just gone.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But going back to what Relay said, man. I mean, I'm glad he said that. I never really looked at it like that. It's like, it's kind of interesting to be that unicorn. You know what I'm saying? To be that diamond in the rough, like I said in one of our songs that y'all probably never heard, but to be the diamond in the rough in any music shop. So it's kind of cool that I like the fact that he put that perspective, because people do get a lot of success, and that's what fame is to them. But sometimes you could be famous for being infamous, for not being that famous, being that underground unicorn. And I know the best kept secret, or the reason why people say, "What do you know? What y'all know about the future sound?" You know what I'm saying? The reason why people would say that is that coming from that angle. You know what I mean? So I like that you framed it like that, Relay. That's what's up.
Right.
Yes, we are infamous. That's right. We're not famous, we're infamous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you guys first off, how did you guys get started in music?
I think Flashback could answer that better than me.
I mean, we both have paths. Mine, honestly, I played the violin from second grade to around sixth grade, and then I swiveled to the drums and got into hip hop. And it gave me a lot of grounding, a lot of foundation, as far as my ear. But I've always been into music, and since a childhood, and played piano. We've had a piano in the house, played the trumpet, always been into creating music, and then got into hip hop and the sampler and the ability to be able to basically have every instrument at my fingertips, and then more so sounds, voices, and things that you can just manipulate, and then be able to put the puzzle together and create music. And at the time, Public Enemy was very prevalent, and hearing that sound helped to, I guess, get me deeper into the production world. But along the route, that's when me and Relay pretty much aligned, is when the hip hop stuff started getting into my musical world, but rapping, I've been rapping since '83, and that's a whole other journey. So poetry and rapping has been something I've been doing since 1983. I was 12 years old, was into hip hop. Harlem Week, it's probably my first recollection of seeing anybody MC, and it was someone live on stage. I thought I was the only person to ever see it. I didn't think I thought it was just like a one-shot thing, and I was going to tell everyone about it the next day in school in Westchester, which is sheltered from Harlem. And then I started hearing stuff on the radio like Curtis Blow, That's the Breaks, and then Sugar Hill Gang. And then I started hearing, that this thing that I heard is actually a thing. And I was totally immediately just magnetized and in love with it. But then when I moved away from New York for a period of time and moved back, I linked up with Relay again. We were both kind of working at the same place, and we were totally so knee deep into hip hop. That's when we clicked up. And this guy he was already musical, but I'll let him take the reign on that part, boss.
I thought you meant when did we get into music, as far as us together and the future.
Well, yeah. I mean, we'll get to that, but yeah, it was kind of like your own personal journey to getting to that point.
Yeah, it was basic. His story is basically the same as mine. You know, my parents always always had me into some kind of musical activity, whether it was violin or piano or guitar. And, you know, I just never mastered any of those things, you know, but fortunately, you know, there was hip hop, and, you know, my story isn't all that, my personal journey isn't all that different from anybody else's, to be honest. You know, when you hear hip hop, it just, you know how. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody here knows because that's the reason why we're here.
Yes.
Yep.
So it's everybody's journey. It's the same. I just realized personally that I could do something as far as you know, as far as adding on, you know, me personally. And then with Flashback, you know, us together, you know, we just formed into basically one thought as far as how we did it and how we went about doing it. So yeah, that's, you know, your journey is my journey.
Yeah. Okay, so when you guys came together, was it always the Future Sound, or did you guys have a different name?
Yeah. We played around with a couple. Yeah. You know, one in particular was AIM, AIM, Articulation in Motion. So we went to went, don't laugh. We went to Sleeping Bag Records, and Virgil Sims told us. I'm not sure if he said it was corny or if he just said it was just a name that was too long. He said Eric Sermon wouldn't be able to pronounce it. That's what Virgil said.
Yeah, Virgil had jokes. He had jokes.
Yeah.
He said Eric Sermon would be able to pronounce it?
Yeah.
This is back when they were on.
He can't pronounce a lot of things.
Yeah.
Right. That list.
You know, but yeah, so that was really it. But for Flashback said it in a rhyme, you know. He said, "You're down with the Future Sound." So I said, "Really?" You know, and kind of stuck.
Yeah, it was organic. But get into technical, because I like interviews, but I like to get musically technical. So I actually couldn't read any words. So hip hop, like a lot of hip hop musicians or producers are the same thing, where we like to maybe we don't want to follow the exact rules, right?
Yeah.
You know, because hip hop is unorthodox. Hip hop is a mishmash of sounds, and if it mishes and mashes and sounds good, then it's good, and let's keep it moving.
Right.
I learned how to play the violin when I was young, and I was thinking about that the other day, and I couldn't learn the letters, all those little bubbles and stuff like that. So I literally started memorizing. The guy would play it once, the teacher, Mr. Ostrovsky, and then I'd memorize it and just be able to play it. Pretend like I was reading it, but play it. And that's how I learned a lot of music. But in a way, I kind of taught myself how to learn how to play music by ear. And so in a way, I really internalized the music. And that's when the music, the violins and the drums. And then when I listen to a lot of my music and relay, like when you listen to it, you're going to hear a lot of strings, a lot of the drums, like a lot of clashing of both opposite worlds. But I just wanted to add that because hip hop is a wonderful art that almost anyone can do. And it's become so easy that I'm afraid that people are going to lose the mission, the masa that I was just talking about, and just take the AI version and route and take the heart out of it, the soul out of it. A lot of these things that we listen to as hip hop classics are literal mistakes, and it's wonderful mistakes. Top Billin' couldn't have been something that he just sat down and thought. That the drum pattern was a mistake, and it's dope.
Yeah.
It's pop. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. So the artificial intelligence can try to come up with it, but the real can recognize real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just wanted to interject because I love interviews, but I think sometimes people just talk about the broad view, and I think as an artist, some people want to hear a little more of the creative side of the process in itself.
Well, I was going to ask you guys, since you guys self-produced the record.
Yeah.
A lot of the producers we've had on started as DJs. Did you guys do any DJing at all?
I mean, I played with it, but not live.
Not really.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just playing with records and blending. Like
Yeah.
that was the DJing really that we did.
And what kind of equipment did you first start making beats on?
Boy, man.
Well, actually, well, us as the Future Sound, we started on the Korg DSS-1, and
oh wow,
the Yamaha DX27 too.
Yeah,
that was the very first Yamaha DX27.
That's what it was. That's really what it was. But as far as sampling it was the Korg DSS-1. As far as the album, the Whole Shebang, that was done on the DSS-1 in the basement, and I had a Commodore 64. What? Yeah. That's
Comma 8, comma 1.
Yeah, and that's how we sequenced off.
Off the Commodore.
MIDI cables. Yeah, we had a MIDI cables and like an ancient version of Cubase, and we literally were able to get the Cubase to trigger the sequences, and somehow figured out how to do the BPMs and track for track, and literally were able to sequence. Like, it was genius. I don't know how we did it as kids.
I tried to tell people.
No YouTube.
People,
right.
I was on the internet back in the 80s.
Yeah. I was on the Wall Street or whatever. They were showing me the Wall Street and everything on the Commodore in 84, 85.
I was stealing games off of message boards. It would take you, however, but I try to tell them. They don't understand.
Yeah.
Yep. Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, I had a C64.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a music program for it too.
Yeah, I don't remember the program name. Was it Music Generator?
Something like that. Yeah.
Something. I think it was Music Generator. Something to that effect.
Yeah, something to that effect.
Yeah.
But by the time I started making beats, it was I had a Casio SK1. That was That was my first sampler.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. Those were rough days. But that was after pause tapes. Started doing pause tapes.
But we learn how to. I mean, honestly, working with that gets you better because we learn how to speed up the record to get more sample time. We learn how to take one side of the record and the other side of the record and literally have the same portion of the record sound like two different parts because you took the left channel and the right channel and then you treat them as two different. We did that in the Whole Shebang. The actual change on the Whole Shebang is the same part as the part with the guitar. It's just the other channel of it.
It's the other. Yeah.
So just little things like that.
Yeah, man.
Paul C shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
The nerd shit.
Yeah, man. That's the best stuff. And you can tell because the sample selection on this album is crazy.
Now there's a story behind that. That's like my mom used to shop at thrift stores. She used to go to thrift stores and that's a hobby of hers. And she used to get old records, just pick up old records, and you'd be surprised what people just toss out. Especially back then, back in the 80s, people just threw out classic stuff. So, I had, a lot of those records, and then flashback, we just picked up whatever we had, really. Back then, that's where a lot of people got their material, It wasn't until later that people started going out and beat digging and record stuff like that. But in the beginning, you know, people just got, you know, it was organic. You know, they just it was laying around. They found it. They picked it up. Hey, what's that? So that's you know, that's where a lot of the stuff came from. Like, for instance, The Function. That was In Time by Sly and the Family Stone.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now that record was sitting around for years. And, you know, one day I picked it up and heard it, and, you know, that's that.
Yeah, I remember that song particular, Dave, Relay. You called me up. I'm in college, and you called me up. Actually, your mom got that from the thrift store. You told me, yo, she got me this Sly Stone record. I have the name of the song. It's called You had the name of the song. You had all of that shit,
I did have the sequence.
You had it, and you said, "Yeah, I know how it's gonna be called, The Function." And so I remember that particular. I was gonna like bring that up, so I'm glad you brought it up. Yeah, so for real. But one thing I wanted to say too about the eclectic sounds on our album has also a lot to do with the fact we did borrow from a lot of our friends, families, collections, and we grew up in New Rochelle, which is Westchester, which happened to be a lot of kids who listen to rock and roll, kids who had Spanish records, just a very eclectic record collection. So even further than a lot of people in Manhattan who had cool urban record collections, we had rock collections, country, like we had all types of mishmashes. So we had a very nice picking, and that's why you really hear every angle on that, including Sesame Street records up on that album.
That leads me perfectly to the question I wanted to ask. If this is a game where you have that break with all those different samples coming in, like we kind of hear that later with like Doom does a lot of that, but with your guys' album, there wasn't. I don't even know if anybody else was doing that.
I was gonna say this album really reminded me. The first time I heard it, I was like, it feels like kind of like a companion piece to KMD's Mr. Hood.
Yeah, that's what they said in the source also.
Yeah, it came out first. It did. So honestly, they did sample a lot of that stuff, and it motivated me in a way. Not saying that that's why.
Right.
Because so did Ice Cube. Ice Cube sampled, you know, he sampled Big Bird.
Big Bird sings.
Big Bird. Yeah. I got it. Whatever. I got a song. I got a story. Whatever that song. You know the song I'm talking about. Right?
Yep.
But so it just is hip hop. Anything that sounds good and that's different to me is hip hop. So it works. It's just a puzzle piece, the mission, the mosh. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, Clark Kent, God rest his soul.
Yeah.
That brother was in the studio, and as great of a DJ as he was, he wouldn't normally take material for someone else to scratch. But we had it on the demo. Scratches didn't sound nothing like that, but the sounds were in there, and we had the records, and we would give it to him. We were like, "We need you to scratch this and scratch that." And when he was scratching, I remember him saying, and he was scratching that. Excuse, can I curse?
Of course.
He's scratching the fuck out of that shit, right? and he was loving it. He was like, "This feels so good." Like everything we gave him to cut, he was saying it felt so good. I remember him saying that shit. So that was that's fun.
And he was sitting down when he did it.
Yeah, and he was just sitting down, super relaxed,
sitting on the arm of the couch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was just one shot. Every cut you hear was one shot. Like you heard it, listened to it, thought about it, maybe played around with it for a second, but then it was just one. He laid it down, and it was done, and it sounds super tight. Pause.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you guys, when did you start recording the demo?
We produced most of it. Yeah, it was 89. Okay. Well, the function. So the function. I think that might be the first song, Dave, because I was in college and you were telling me about it over the phone, and we were gonna go home. It was gonna be summertime. We had stuff to work on.
That was late 89, 90.
It was 90 probably. It was probably 90. It was 90.
Okay, 90.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
between
You got
90,
we put work in.
I think 90 we were done. We had finished everything. 91, I think. Well,
Nah.
yeah.
90 we did it all.
Well,
90
actually,
we
we
did it
didn't.
all.
We actually did like maybe 2 or 3 songs in the studio, like
Yeah.
Jungle. And was Clark did Scripted Cryptic.
Cryptic was done in there.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Well,
That's it.
the Pixie Groove.
Pixie Groove was remixed there because we had done it earlier though. We had done it as Psychedelic Melody.
I consider that as a new track.
Okay.
So yeah.
And then Sucker Set. We were in the studio and we wrote Sucker Set a little. It was at some point while we were still recording it that we wrote Sucker Set, but we didn't do it in the studio.
Gotcha.
So just a few.
How many songs were on the demo?
Almost all the songs you hear on the album.
Wow. Okay.
You say for how many songs are on the album?
On the demo, think about it. Honestly, the only thing on the demo that made it, I think, was the function.
The demo?
Because What's the Road to Do wasn't on our demo.
Well, the demo only had like 4 songs.
It had TJ. It had, I don't even remember what was on that shit, truthfully.
But it was like 4 songs. But but we had all the songs done.
Yeah, we had done pre-produced. We had pre-produced.
We had all the songs
on our demo
already.
Got you.
Yeah. Because we had all equipment. We have been working in music so long that we had acquired enough equipment to record whenever we wanted to.
Right. So we had an official demo that we recorded for the label. And
that part.
Before that, we had basically our whole album done.
Wow.
When you signed, did they try to put you with somebody? They just left you to your own devices because you guys produced your own stuff.
Well, see, here's the thing. We signed to Damon Dash and Darian Dash. They signed to East West.
Okay.
Yeah.
See? That was the yeah.
Did he really punch a groupie right dead in the face?
He didn't. He could have, but not while we were around.
I thought that was for real.
Listen, honestly, it could have been.
It sounds real.
It could have very well been real.
All I'm gonna say, Ultra Mag, there was no cameras back then, and that's all. I'm gonna stand on top of that. That's all.
We got you.
Oh, you gotta say.
That's it. The groupie can say whatever she wants.
I've met a groupie or two who deserved to be punched.
There you go.
So yeah,
we did too.
For real.
Dre Mays wants to know, did you guys work with or know of a guy who used to go to the Center for the Media Arts back in 91, 92? I can't remember his name, but I heard of you guys because of him.
Do you know a guy
of Media Arts?
Media Arts. I knew one of Corey went to the Center of Media Arts, right?
I think so. I think he did.
I DJ for a couple of joints. He went to the Center of Media. I other than that, I have no idea.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't.
There you go, Dre Mays. Maybe it was.
Come with a little more info, Dre Mason.
Yeah, right.
Maybe that's out. You know what I'm saying? We knew a lot. I mean, so many people. We embraced the art, and we got a lot of love. So we met so many people.
That was the best part about it, really. You know, the respect and the mutual respect from our peers. You know.
Yeah.
Being from Nauru, did you guys kind of see Pooh Bah come up? Did you see like his whole Rise with Masters.
I lived 2 houses down from Sadat.
Wow.
Okay.
So yeah, you know, so that and that's where, you know, we got into our little conflict, you know, later on. But yeah, we got to see it all. New Rochelle's not that big, you know.
Right.
New Rochelle's not big at all. So we got to see from, you know, to this day. Matter of fact, I driving through New Rochelle, I saw Doctor Who. You know?
Oh,
So we got to see the whole genesis from
Master Ceremony.
Master Ceremony to Brand Nubian.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember Don Barron walking down the street and like a whole crowd of kids following behind him. And I'm like, yo.
Wow.
That's the dude from the video.
Yeah.
the original diddly.
Yeah.
Wait. That's just so crazy because I was talking with Sadat and he said that there used to be beef between like New Rochelle,
New Rochelle and Mount Vernon. Yeah.
It was sport. I mean, I think it started from sports. The rivalry wise,
yeah,
I think it was from sports, like the teams. Yeah. But it also went to the streets.
Yeah, but it was bad. It was like worse in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
After a while, it got you know, it was too much money to be made and too much, you know, too much cool shit to indulge in to really have conflict like that.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any issues now. I don't really think that.
Nah. These kids ain't fine. These kids are at home safe. Kids are at home safe, bro.
Yep. That was a different time.
Definitely.
Yep. Did you guys have any say in the picking the singles?
Yeah, I mean, it was basically. I mean, when our first single, "What's the Bro to Do?" They that's the one that they basically said got us signed, along with a reggae song, like kind of a reggae hip hop joint we did with T. John Kebab, rest in peace.
Yeah.
So that was basically decided, and we had no issue with that.
Yeah.
And then they said they needed a remix for the Bob Step.
Yeah.
Which was the next single. So we didn't. What was decided, we didn't have any issue with, because everything that we did was basically we were cool with. So
yeah.
You know, it was
Hold on. We had an issue with the bop step because they tried to make that shit a dance. They tried to say we're gonna make the bop step.
That.
Tell us about the bop step, about this dance. We're like, what?
Yeah.
So they literally cut the video with scenes of people dancing in Harlem that we didn't even green light. So we did a few versions of the video.
I like that shot though, with the dude dancing.
Yeah. They kept them in there, which is a hype, but that wasn't what we meant. We meant the way we walk. We walk with the bop. Hip hop, you know what I'm saying? It was a bop step. And they were trying to make it a dance, and we were like, that's not the move. We're not trying to make this a CNC Music Factory thing. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
That was where we kind of flipped. But honestly, that was really they didn't. With Damon and what we had a lot of, I think, great creative control. Honestly,
yeah.
What I've heard other people have to deal with, I can't honestly complain about a damn thing.
Wow.
Yeah, we had a lot of control because they saw we were a threat. We were that multiple threat. We were able to produce. We were able to write. We were able to perform. We were very well spoken, and we were non-knuckleheads. We weren't playing around partying in the studio. We were very productive.
Right. So
they gave us a lot of leeway because they saw we were very passionate about our product.
Yeah.
Call me stupid or whatever, but I always had to ask this question because to me it was, I don't know, a little confusing. But the lady is just the intro. The lady slash what's it supposed to do or
Man.
You want to tell him that fuckery, Relay? You want to tell him about that fuckery?
Yeah. Lady is motherfucking George Benson.
The sample.
Goddamn song. And we had to include it on What's Supposed to Do in order to use the sample. Original Flavor didn't have to use whatever sample they used, not trying to snitch.
Right.
But they didn't have to do that. I don't know.
Oh.
They said he had an emotional.
That's the other thing we was pissed about. We was real pissed. I think we was more pissed about that than anything.
Yeah, because it made no sense. Lady, what's supposed to do? Everyone was like, what's a lady? Like, when's the lady coming in? Like, everyone was wondering what it meant.
Yeah.
Right.
And then in the video, they thought that like she had something to do with the name, and it was just a cluster. It was a cluster.
And it was only. I think we were the only group that they said because sampling was kind of new. Yeah. They were like, this is how things have to be going forward. This is how it's going to be. We got all the legal jargon. Rest in peace, Combat Jack, who was our lawyer.
Oh, wow.
Before even the podcasting, internet, and any of that existed, he was actually a lawyer, and we were his first group. I think his first group. But he, damn it, said we have to put lady in front of in front of the title of the song. We're like, all right, that's the only way we can do it, I guess. We fought it and hated it, and actually, we're pushing Damon to do more about it and Darian, but it is what it is. It's it's a very sore thing because if you Google what's a bro to do, our picture pops up. I'm very proud of that. Like we coined that, what's a bro to do? That lady kind of tarnishes it because it kind of throws off the idea of what's a bro to do. It was about what were we to do at that time of our age and our life, and it kind of used a lot of that meaning,
Right.
Wow. I always still say lady first whenever.
Really?
See? That's all, man.
I'm sorry.
I guess you're on Benson's side.
See, I knew the song, so when I first heard it, I was like, oh, okay, because they sampled the song. But I'm like, that's just weird, though, that
I've never seen it done with anybody else.
No, I think you guys are the only one.
We were the one and done on that one.
Yeah.
Wow.
What you gonna do? What's a bro to do?
What's a bro to do? Right? Did you guys have any issues? Like you were saying, it was kind of the early days of sampling and sample clearance. Did you have any other issues with it, with sample clearances at that point?
No.
Well, Randy Bolin did play "What's a Bro to Do" live.
That's true.
He played.
Yeah, that's the other thing. So I don't know. That's even more fucked up. Damn.
I'm sorry, fellas. I'm sorry.
God damn. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's even crazy.
Yeah. We had Randy Bolin play
it.
Because Greg Nice was the one that actually put us on there. He said, get him to play it because, we told him we was having sample clearance problems. And he said, Randy Bolin, get him to play this shit. So that's what we did, and we still had to do that post.
Wow.
Yeah.
Real crazy.
That's bugged out.
Yeah. So it makes no sense.
See what you did, Ultra?
I'm sorry, fellas. I apologize.
The truth shall be set free, and it should be. So that's good.
Yeah.
You ruined Relay's night, I think.
This needs to be out in the world.
Did you, when you guys took it from the demos to the, final product, did you have to re-record a lot?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything? Yeah.
Yeah, we actually had to sample everything, redo everything. Durham guys, and at Firehouse
But
Studio.
it took away a little bit of the way we had it sounding. Honestly, was raw, gritty, and hard. It took a lot of it away, unfortunately. You know, I don't. And that's why I was I almost get mad every time I hear 36 Chambers, because that project came out right after our shit, and it sounds so hard and gritty. And I know they got the engineers and forced them to fucking bleed the damn knobs like we wanted, but they were like, no, you have to pull them down. No, they have to be softer, and you know what I'm saying. They didn't let us do the unorthodox mishmash shit that we needed to do to get that sound that we had in the basement. It was really raw. But you know, that's just you know, that's a producer qualm. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's when he says that, and you think of the timeline, like up until then, even like when the record would come out, things were very like clean, like sounding, you know. But then kind of, I guess after they let RZA do his things, stuff would.
And now look at it.
Yeah.
It's even clean. I wouldn't even call it clean. I would call it sanitized.
Oh yeah.
You know,
bleached.
Everything is a little too clear, a little too crisp, a little too tight, a little too digital.
Yep.
Digital.
The one record we put out over the summer, part of it I actually recorded it to cassette and then recorded it back into the computer just to you know, nasty it up,
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just to get that.
They have plugins for that now.
They do, and I use a lot of those plugins, but for this one particular section, I was just like, you know what? I want to, because it was a real heavy bass section, and I kind of wanted that analog bass tape bleed kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's why I tried it, and it's cool. It's only a little part of the song, so nobody else knows that except for me. But you know, whatever. I like the way it sounds.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's it.
It worked out. Do you guys still have the demos?
I do.
A flashback might is somewhere buried. Yeah. I've been all over the planet. I lose stuff, you know. But he's diligent. He keeps a good archive and record of things.
Yeah, I do. I got
that's crazy
old stuff. I've been going through a lot of it and trying to clean it up. You know, just for you know, reminiscing purposes, but also listening to the journey and listening to the evolution of our sound.
Yeah. Wow.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. What do you say, Ultra?
No, I was going to ask both of them, like, who were some of your MC influences? Like, who were you listening to that?
Rakim. That's it. That's for me. That's the end. But I mean, aside from him, of course, I mean, there's others, but for me, the pinnacle is Rakim. But it's Kane, there's Chuck D, there's, you know, Slick Rick, there's the you know, everybody's favorites, Nas, KRS, Jay-Z, of course, Black Thought.
Yeah.
You know, Clips. You know, like Clips. Kanye.
Yeah. I mean, the very beginning, I would say Shan, Melly Mel, Busy Bee.
Yeah.
I saw Big B in my building.
The Chief Rocker. Who Ultra Magnetic, for sure. De La Soul, of course.
Yeah.
The Jungle Brothers. Tribe Called Quest, you know, that pocket. Divine Styler.
Yeah, there you go. That makes sense. I totally hear that.
14 billion
but I mean, at the same time, I was listening to Tracy Chapman. We were listening to fucking Aha. We were listening to everything. We were listening to music for everything, for just to ride around to. But I mean, honestly, it was good music, all types of genres of good music back in the 80s and 90s that we just kind of just would listen to. And some people would come in the car, we might change the tape we were listening to, but we were listening to some great.
Yeah. I mean, we're from New Rochelle, so we were into the Smiths, and
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? The Smiths,
Devo,
yeah,
Depeche Mode, all that, all that.
Music wasn't so segregated back then, like
right.
We wouldn't let it. We wouldn't let that. I mean, hip hop. That's what hip hop is, though. Hip hop is a mishmash. It literally everyone in the house, and created a whole new genre and sound that we enjoyed while the others were on the other side of the velvet rope enjoying their fake shit. We were enjoying the real shit, the gritty, real shit that they want to get into now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When I was listening to the record earlier this evening, again, I also noticed you guys used a lot of breaks that weren't like the common breaks at that time. Like drums and stuff. You guys weren't, it wasn't impeach the president, and it was
no. We fortunately for us, on a lot of the songs we did, we found Clark Kent. He had a lot of records from Japan.
Yeah.
Where we got a lot of the drums from. That's why but still we went back to the we went to the break beats, to the what do you call it? The what's the
Penguin? Funky
no,
Penguin?
Octopus one?
No, what's the collection, the whole
ultimate
right.
beats.
We went back to that. With like Primates and Stitches. That's the funky drummer chopped.
Yeah.
So we went to the basics, but we had those Japanese records too, and and we added our own sounds on top of that. So yeah, we tried not to, like Flashback said though. In retrospect, I kind of wish we had gone a little step further, pump that shit up a little bit,
right?
But
right,
again, hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah. Did you guys get to tour?
Yeah, a little bit. College tour, yeah.
West Coast, up the East Coast a little bit.
De La Soul, we toured with them. That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was dope.
Touring is weird for me personally.
Yeah.
It's all the cliches. Like, you forget, you have to ask people, where are we again? You'd be like, yo, boss, UMass. You eat crappy food. You're tired. People wake you up when you don't want to be woke up.
Yep.
Tell you got to be at places when you don't want to be at places, and but it's fun. It's fun, but it's not. You have to know that that's what it is, and you have to be able to deal with it for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Yep. Flashback. You were talking about some of the MCs, but so you guys saw like early Jay-Z, obviously being like around Dame and Original Flavor.
Yeah.
When he was doing the food. Yeah, the originators type.
They said that's not really what he was doing, but when he was rhyming faster.
Listen, I really think him and the Jazz would do. I mean, to me, obviously DOS Effects is on your guys' label, but I was like 89, 90.
Yeah,
They
no,
were
the
doing that.
originator.
Definitely
That
the
record was
originators. The
it's
originators.
phenomenal, man. That record was phenomenal.
Love
The way he was so sharp and clearly saying it, both of them. There was like it was great. It was. I mean, so. I mean, I don't think DOS FX was doing the same thing. It just was fast. It just coincidentally was fast, but they were doing a riggedy pig Latin style of flow, and it was consistent through the whole thing. So it wasn't really the same thing. So it wasn't Fushnickers. I'm just playing. Jay, don't get mad. I'm just playing. but no, but yeah. So I mean, it was to the point where everything was broad stroke. So if something was fast and something else was fast, it was he sounds like that. You know what I'm saying? At this point, we could kind of break it down a little bit tighter. Yeah, and I think it was just that he was rhyming really sharp and fast as hell, and a little bit of a stutter style. I will say, like a utter. But nah, not iggities. No iggities in there.
But you know what's crazy? When I think about that particular type of style, that was like maybe either 89 to like 92. It's like after Akinelli, that's I mean, with people doing crazy stuff in their vocals.
Everybody was looking for ill.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say gimmick. I wouldn't say gimmick because, just something to distinguish themselves from someone else.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. The people they try to be down with their brother but never deliver the rhythm. Right? That was what that was.
Yeah, that's what.
Think the radical, dadipal, dramatical, miracles. The motto in 92 what is it? Chop them up with
the motto in 92, break them down with the lyricals.
Break them down with the lyricals.
Yeah.
So and that was when we showing our lyrical prowess because it was just, it was that Busta Rhyme era where, he had done the scenario and just took over the show. And it was like, everyone got to show their shining moment. And I think it stepped everybody up.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
So when the album, ran its course or whatever, was there any talk of all of doing a follow-up?
We were going into working on. It wasn't even going to be the Whole Shebang Volume 2 either, necessarily. But I mean, after we got dropped from East West, I mean, we kept working and kept, we had interest from a lot of people, but we just had to go on and do other life shit. Really what it was. Life had to be lived.
Yeah. Did you get as you were doing other things that kind of backed away from the industry? Did you keep working on music?
Still do to this very day.
In the bloodstream.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Dope.
Yeah. In fact, if you go to F1 Ashgram on Instagram, you can check me. If you go to Relay, what is it?
Well, I'm not gonna do that yet.
Okay. We're gonna reserve it. But F1 Ashgram, I will put things for the Future Sound on there as well. So if you go in the bio, you can always see. But I will post sometimes when I'm making beats and things like that. And I've done some remote sessions where I'm working like with people in the studio, giving some advice.
But we're gonna reissue the album again ourselves probably at some point. I mean,
in the future.
After
intended.
More stuff of our own,
That's what going through the archives is about. So cleaning it up, getting some new classic material, unheard.
Dope.
Maybe some new stuff.
Okay. Yeah, so that was my last question. It's like when do we get volume 2, guys?
There's a possibility of it. There's a definite possibility of it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this much. Volume 2 will be in the same spirit as Volume 1.
Thank you.
It's not going to sound the same, but it'll be in the same spirit. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Because as Ultra is very keen to say, and you know, we always talk about it on this show, we feel we're in the midst of a renaissance right now. These are good times.
Right? Feels good to be alive in these days. I mean, as bad as it looks too, because it looks kind of crappy at the same time.
Yes, it does.
And, I mean,
but for hip hop,
yeah. You know, for the first time, hip hop isn't on the charts, and you know, maybe that's a good thing.
I think it is.
Yeah, right? A wake up call.
Yeah,
wake up call.
You know, so maybe it's a bit of a purging, no?
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll see. You know, maybe it'll get replaced with something real, or maybe they'll just, you know, refurbish that bullshit and present it in a whole different package, new package, and everybody accepts that new package. You know,
well, it's up for all of us, though, the real hip hop.
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
It's up to us.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So, everybody, you know, look
so
around.
it's almost like they're opening the lane.
We were never on the charts in the beginning. It was, you know, we used to.
Well, you know, we touched it. We touched it.
I mean, early on, you were twisting the radio to trying to hear something. You hear it, and that was it. You know.
At some point, let me say this: hip hop, even what we call the mainstream, that wasn't bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't bullshit.
Right.
It was popular. This is bullshit.
You are correct. You are correct, sir.
Real talk.
Yes.
Real talk.
Yeah. So that's
it was warranted. It was warranted because it's saturated and anyone can do it now, and so it's like almost like out of 10 you're getting 9 untalented and 1 out of 1. But back then you had to be talented to even get a demo deal. You had to be talented for them to invest it and to develop you. You had to be talented to pay for a poster or a commercial or a tour bus or security.
Now look, let's also not forget, you know, I mean, we like Kendrick Lamar, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure. Of course.
Okay. He's on the chart.
Yeah.
I mean, we appreciate, I mean, we like Tyler, right?
Yeah.
Appreciate it. He's on the chart.
Yeah.
I mean, so a lot of bullshit though.
There's the other stuff. I know.
Yeah.
and
back then there was two. There was
of course there always.
I'm just trying to put it in its proper perspective.
But it's now for us. It's now for us, though.
Yes, exactly.
For us.
Yeah,
exactly. But
no distant Rappin' Duke. Rappin' Duke was dope. But
I was just about to say,
he wasn't exactly that underground, but he was good. He was good. I liked him. I rapped his rap a few times. What I did on this grade didn't count for flowers neither. I know his rhymes and everything.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen to Rapid Rodney.
Oh yeah.
Oh snap.
Remember it's good to be the king?
It's good to be the king.
Yep.
Wow. Wow.
Steve Martin with the King Tut rap. All that stuff.
That was a rap? He rapped that?
Didn't he have like a he had something on that album.
Oh yeah, no, that was. He didn't sing. Yeah, no, he was kind of rapping. Yeah.
It was bad.
See? That was
that was bad.
There's been bad shit through the whole
always. But that's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You can't see the good without seeing the bad. You have to see bad to contrast.
That's it.
But even back at the radio station, we'd get a stack this high every Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Curtis Blow, Run DMC, LL Cool J.
What radio station is that?
KDAY, 1580 K-Day.
Yeah.
K-Day?
Yes.
Wow. Oh. 1580 K Day.
1580 K Day.
The OG.
It was AM.
It was AM, and it was the only radio station in the country that played 24-hour hip hop.
Wow.
So when did it switch to FM?
K Day, the original K Day, went off the air, and somebody bought the call letters and tried to make a copy of the original K Day. But the original K Day, that's where you got NWA, Dr. Dre,
What
DJ
year was
Pooh.
that? What year was that?
When I was there, I started there in 83.
Wow.
And in 91, when I left, it was still going.
Wow. Huh.
But that's where all of those guys came from. Arabian Prince, Bobcat,
Right.
Pooh, Dre, NWA, Coolio.
Yep.
Right.
All of those guys, they all came from K-Day.
Rodney O and Joe Cooley.
Rodney O and Joe Cooley.
Joe Cooley with the Jerry curl.
Yeah.
Joe Cooley
Finger
was
wave. The finger
one
wave.
of the mix masters.
Henji and Eva Lee.
Yep.
Yeah, we did a show with them out in Watts, I think.
I think it was Watts.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, it's cool though. I like them. It's real cool.
Henry motherfucking G.
Henry, do we need to?
Henry motherfucking G.
There's a story.
Yep.
That we used to do what we always called Friday Night Live, and the on-air personality who would do the Friday Night Live was Greg Mack. And somebody was a brand new DJ on the air first Friday night, and Greg had plugged everything in and fixed it because it was a remote. And we were just waiting for him to count it down so we could flip the switch and he would take over. And the minute we flipped the switch, the first thing you heard was, "And my name is Henry motherfucking G."
Nice.
Perfect. That's perfect.
And Greg ran over and yanked the cord out of the wall. And I jumped across the desk and wiped the board out because and we sat there and waited for the red phone to start ringing.
Did it ring?
No.
Nice.
Oh wow.
We got in trouble. He got in trouble.
But you know what? In New York, they had a lot of radio shows in New York that used to curse all like after a certain hour. I think they like
P-Fine, the P-Fine.
This was FM. This was FM too.
Yeah. But in LA,
P-Fine.
they were watching us like hawks.
They
They were watching us like nobody's business.
And all y'all was
huh?
All y'all did was curse.
Yeah. Not us. But they that's why a lot of times we would get, that's why everybody started to do radio edits. Because if you wanted to get played on K-Day,
use the radio.
You had to have a radio edit.
Yep. What's that, like 7 seconds? Something like that?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But, we had to have a radio edit. And that's why groups like Two Live Crew never can't touch it. Can't touch it. I don't need to know what you want to do to your mother because we're not putting that on the air.
Oh, man.
We were real good with the boop, boop, boop.
The pause button.
But I think that's probably why all of the record companies started to do radio edits. Because if you wanted to get it played on K-Day.
Yep.
Because I think at that point we were the #1 black radio station in the country.
Wow. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yep, probably.
Everybody was watching. Everybody would call and want our playlist. And if we didn't play it, it didn't really get played.
Right.
Wow. That's what's up.
But if we played it, you can, yeah. You can thank me for MC Hammer. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Listen, retrospect, Hammer was necessary.
I like that.
Hammer put on a hell of a show, man.
I liked what was it?
Bring 'em. I used to like.
I liked what was the first one?
Let's get it started.
No. Turn His Mother Out.
Turn His Mother Out, yeah.
Turn His Mother Out.
Because it had
Let's get it started. No.
Break in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Apache. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what it was, Apache?
Apache, yeah.
Yeah, drum from Apache.
Okay.
Yep.
Hammer.
And Pump It Up, Here's the News. I was like that joint.
Yeah.
That was Hammer?
Yeah, that was Hammer, yeah.
I mean, can't touch this. Yeah, trust it.
Yeah, can't touch this was huge.
I mean,
record.
you hear it in the right venue. That shit kind of bangs, man.
Yeah.
The rhymes, of course, you're not listening to any lyrics.
No, that's not the point.
If they throw Rick James on after it, you don't even fucking notice.
Yo, man, there was a DJ here in Pittsburgh. Our station was WAMO, and it took a long while for them to start playing rap. But there was a DJ that did his own mix of Super Freak and You Can't Touch This, and that shit was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That joint, I had it on tape. I wonder if I still have that tape somewhere.
That was fire.
Nuts. Yep.
I'll say MC Hammer did a lot.
He's like, fuck out of here.
But that's if you go back to people like Hammer, groups like Stet, all of those kinds of groups, they were performers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than anything else. They were performers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, and you're getting back to that because if you've seen what is their names?
The Contra.
Yes.
Contra. Oh yeah.
Oh, Coast Contra.
They're on that level. They're fire. They're almost
but
like.
Do you know who one of them's dad is?
Two of them.
Twins.
The twins.
Razkaz.
That's right. I didn't hear that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why.
And the singer, Tidra Moses, that's the mom. So it's like,
wow.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
They're doing it right, though. They're doing it right.
But they're all, even the
they're ill.
One from behind first. They're all ridiculous. So,
but the twins' dad is Razkaz.
Right, but we're getting back to that. We're getting back to that performing that old shit.
The Renaissance.
The Renaissance.
Yes. Yeah, and if you ever talk to Stet, any one of them will tell you they were performers before they ever put anything on wax.
Right, we were on Bobby Simmons' show.
Word.
Yeah,
that's right.
Shout out to Bobby.
They were performers before they did anything.
Yeah, Bobby. Matter of fact, I think he he recorded a few songs before Stet, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, Bobby was a drummer
Right.
before he even got involved in Stet. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Right.
Yep.
But I think we're
The only one.
getting
The
to
only ones.
where we have our own audience, where it's now we're talking about all these genres, but now I think everybody can coexist. You can have MC
Get
Hammer,
down.
you have somebody who's very underground, and you just need to be able to get them to follow you or watch you, and then you'll have your audience built in. So I think everybody can coexist at this point. It just depends on what's on your algorithm, what it uses, you know. And that's where I think it's important for content. It's so important and I keep saying you got to put a lot of content out. And the more content you put out, the more it's going to resonate with someone, and your art will actually find a home. If you just keep the music in your heart and you don't let it out, it just stays there, you know. But if you put it out there, it's going to find a home. And that's really how me and Relay got signed. We made our music and just put it on a tape, and somebody just happened to play it, and Damon and Darian happened to hear it. It wasn't played. We weren't shopping our demo at all. We got notified that somebody wanted to meet us because they liked the music that they heard. And we were like, what? What you talking about? Like, what? So I think that's where we're at now with technology, where if you put music out and you do that and you get the right people to follow you, and it stays there forever.
Yeah.
You can be dead and gone, and someone find you and be like, yo, you heard this guy, and then they get into your art, and your art still lives on. So I think it's super important. And as I'm getting older and looking at mortality, I understand that it's important to leave these things behind, because this is a art that can be forgotten. It has happened. I'm gonna talk about a song I was thinking about that we're gonna write, but kind of the concept has to do with the fact that they've taken away a lot of the art forms that we created, like jazz, like rock and roll, and now hip hop. The name of the song is Culture Vulture, and I'll tell you about that later, Relay. But it's ill, it's ill, because the sample kind of it resonates with that. So, and that's volume 2. That's something that we're about.
Just shoot that in my email. And,
yeah. I'm gonna build on it, dog. But that's just something. That's just an idea of an example of how we make songs. Sometimes we will literally take a concept, and then we'll build on that concept, and then it'll become something like a What's Up Road to Do, or a Bop Step, or Starstruck, or whatever, whatever song that it is. But yeah, I think our art is important, and I think us as artists, we just have to make sure we are staying true to our heart, as opposed to just rolling with what we see the popular. And that's where I think the art loses touch with reality. And then others think that that's the reality, and it gets mucked up.
Yeah.
For lack of a better word.
So I promised C-Doc to tell him about the Jay-Z LL Cool J battle.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's right. You did. Yeah. I almost forgot.
Yeah, the infamous LL Cool J, Jay-Z / Money / Jazzo battle.
Oh.
Yeah. So it happened behind the shelter, I believe it was called. Merlin Bob, who was was he at Atlantic or East West?
No, he was at East West. He was East West. The president or vice president of East West.
Yeah. So he used to DJ at a spot called The Shelter. And Original Flavor was performing this night. I forget who. But this was like, for some reason, it was like a big night. Like Janet Jackson was there.
No, so
it was there.
It was Molly Mall and Clark Kent's birthday party.
What's that? That's what it was?
It was Molly Mall and Clark Kent's birthday party. And they had all those people there, including Lords of the Underground, was performing.
Right.
And I can actually, I want you to tell the story about the actual battle. But I also want to tell the story about when we realized that LL Cool J was in the house, because that's kind of how we.
No, I was gonna tell that too.
Oh, okay, all right, you can do the whole thing. It's all good.
Because that was gonna lead into something else.
Okay, that's what's up.
No,
that's
trust
what's up.
me, I got it. So, we come out, but I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that in this story. We come out and we notice there's a crowd in behind the shelter. We were walking to the car. The night is over. Everything is, whatever. So we're walking to the car. We notice a crowd. Not a lot of people. Maybe like 10 at the most. In a circle though. So we walk over and we recognize everybody in the circle, basically.
We hear Damon.
Of course. Screaming. But no, we hear other people too. We hear Damon, but we hear other people. And we walk up on there and it's Damon, is Ski's there. Was Ski there? Ski was there.
I'm not sure.
He was there because we talk about it.
Yeah.
He was there. A lot of people was there. So when we get there, Jay-Z and Sauce and
Jazzo
is telling LL, listen, they're tight, they're hype. Yo, you fell off. You did Why don't you just battle? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you just show us what you still got it? You know what I'm saying? LL's like, he's just laughing. He's licking his lips. He's laughing at him. He's like, nah, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, but I'll listen to y'all rap. Go ahead. So they're rapping like they're battle. You know what I'm saying? Sauce goes, Sauce is nice. He spits his shit, is fire, whatever. Jay-Z starts, you know what I'm saying? So they're like, yeah, so go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Now you, what? So LL's like, nah, Saying, like, come on, man, you fell off. They're telling him this. You fell off. This shit. Come on. So then Jazz is like, you bit off me with the Panther thing too, with your album cover. And LL does something to this day hilarious. He looks at Jazzo and goes, Jazz, you still mad? You still mad, Jazz? I look at flashback. And I'm like, and flashback is like this. Right? But shout out to Jazz though. It was no disrespect to Jazz. It was just funny the way LL.
That's hilarious, man.
They're saying this still. So LL is like, yeah, I gotta go. I'm about to break out. He's with his manager, a little short Puerto Rican dude. He's like, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? So they're about to get in a car. And he's talking to his manager, his man or whoever, and he says he comes back. He skips over.
He shouldn't have done it.
He goes, hey, you know what? My manager says I should spit a little something. So he raps. And it's like, it wasn't good. I mean, it wasn't terrible.
It was on the album that came out right after that.
It was from, and that's what I'm gonna get to too. It's from his album, and we didn't know that until it came out. But the thing was, the whole thing.
Was it the 14 Shots album?
Yeah, 14 Shots to the Dome.
Yeah.
Early that night, right? We were in the spot, and Original Flavors on stage, and they're doing their joint. Here we go, pump it up. Here we go, pump it up. Here we go, pump it up. Check it out, right? And there's a part where Suave Lover goes, no, but let me backtrack. While they're doing this song, LL is feeling it. LL is loving it. He's like, yeah, he's gonna pump it up. He's gonna pump it up. This is
we didn't even know who it was.
Vintage LL. Muscles, you know what I'm saying? Oh shit. You know, top of his game, LL.
Yeah.
Not really musically, but as far as star power, he's like, you know what I'm saying? This the dude. So they're doing the joint. He's pump it up. Here we go, pump it up. So the part where Suave Lover goes, I'm about to explode. Tick, 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 boom. Right? LL heard that and he
lost his mind.
Yo, that shit was crazy. Boom. Right? 14 Shots to Dome comes out.
Yep.
What do we hear?
Tick,
tick,
boom.
Tick, tick, boom.
Yep. This is how I'm coming.
So if you was there that night to witness him actually feeling the song like that and actually see the moment that he felt that and then to hear it on the record, that's kind of surreal.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's a night he battled. That he battled too.
Right.
There's a lot going on that night.
Yeah, right.
Birthday.
Wow.
That was it.
We were hanging around. We were hanging around Lords in the Underground a lot, so we ended up hanging around where LL would be a lot at times too. After that, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Or where Marley Marl would be at, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, because LL was still working with Marley. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Woo.
That was a little bit of.
I guess LL was just getting his ass kicked from left, right, and center.
Well, not really. I mean, it really wasn't a battle. It really wasn't. I wouldn't call it a battle, and I wouldn't say LL lost. I would just say that, he wasn't prepared at the time. But LL now, I think, LL is one of the greatest. He's the honestly he's the ultimate B-boy. He's like the what I'm saying? He's like the NBA poster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
B-boy. You know what I'm saying? So, but that night, that time period, he wasn't on his game.
Wow.
Now
he talked about it though. He said that how can someone who's performing, traveling, has a lot on his plate, battle someone who's on the corner who's just rapping all day long? They're gonna eat him alive. So he talked about that actual battle and was pretty. I mean, hats off to LL. He's real about it.
Yeah. I don't think I really don't, and that's the reason why I'm telling the story, because I don't think he lost any of his luster. You know what I'm saying? He's still LL. You know what I mean?
Still LL. Yep.
And his last album was pretty good too.
Yeah, love that album.
Yep, I do too. Yep, that was one of my favorites from last year.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep. So, anything else you guys want to talk about? Oh, my last question. Flashback. Are those hats available?
Well,
will they be available?
We're working on some merch, right?
Okay.
And we're also maybe having some exclusive, because we have a few of these vinyls of our own. So we might have some signed vinyl with some merch included available. And I can let you guys know. I will definitely post it on F1 Ash Grab, but I'll let you know too if you wanted to, let people know when it's available.
Most definitely. Yep.
Yeah.
We can do that. That's for sure. Yeah. Anything else you guys want to promote or mention before we call it a night?
Well, I want to shout out Kayla, David, my wife Simone, my fam. Shout everyone out. I know Relay wants to shout his fam out.
Yeah, likewise, my daughter Yasmin, my family, my sister, my nieces. The whole fam, y'all.
Yeah, y'all.
Thank you.
Our fans, everyone who did purchase the album, who've been streaming it. That's the one thing I asked too. Let's keep hip hop alive, but let's also think about the fact that we're feeding our families with it. There is no health care. There's nothing involved with it, but we did put our heart and soul in it. And if you could just put our music in the background and stream it, if you're doing nothing, you're still paying us a little something, and that would be much respect. So if you just take the whole shebang, the future sound, you type it in wherever you're at, whatever streaming service, just play it in the background, real quiet or real loud, or whatever your mood is. Play it for your cats when you leave. Just keep it on rotation, because that honestly does help pay our bills. And hip hop doesn't have any secure system, so we got to use what we got to get what we want.
That's what's up. And I want to close out by saying thank you guys for the music, and I'm personally am really excited that you guys are still doing it. I'm looking forward to what you guys got coming next.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing. So,
absolutely.
All right, and yes, and please keep us in the loop of what when the new stuff is coming and whatever else, and if you any time you want to come back, just let us know.
Yep.
We'll be back.
I got more stories for you too.
Yeah, we got
fantastic.
more.
That's what's up.
Flashbacks.
Yep. All right. Thank you guys.
Yes, sir.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Oh shit. There we go.
You're too close, man.
You're too close, man. Yes. That's great. Great stuff.
You know what's crazy? Like when I was in high school, I'd always say I was in a group.
Yeah.
I feel like we would have been. I'm the dark skinned one, so I'd have been relay. My partner was light skinned, my man nice. But it's kind of like the same thing. Like we were making our own beats. We kind of had our own language, the way that we rhymed.
Yeah.
It's the same type, influenced by, you know, all these different types of things. But I always loved that album because it made me feel like, oh, if we would have came out, we would have sounded like them.
Yeah, right. Yeah, man. I am just like, I remember when Mocha and Dave played this and I started listening to it, I'm like, what the hell, man? I'm like, I was actually pissed that I didn't hear this album sooner, because I'm like, I could have been listening to this for the last 30 years, but I'm glad I have it now. So
you know what's crazy? All the tapes that I have, I never bought that, but I was in college at the time, but other people had it. So then we would, especially I was like, it's like, you get your little student job. So I would only have like a couple bucks, and it was so many. There's so many tapes coming out.
Yeah, it was such a prolific time, and so many dope albums coming out, man. And I was poor. I was just starting college. Just scraping together money. Okay, do I eat or do I get this Redman single? It was that kind of shit.
May 14th, 1991, I starved. You know what that was?
May 4th, 1991.
14th.
What came out that day?
Mr. Hood and De La Soul is Dead.
Yeah.
The same day.
Yep.
I was like, oh man. And they were both excellent. Like, I'm like, oh my God. Like, they were both excellent. And they both had these storylines. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yep. Those are good days.
Yeah.
Good days indeed.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yep. So there you go. Everybody watching, go stream the Future Sounds, the Whole Shebang Volume 1.
Yes.
And it sounds great. I was listening to the stream earlier. That's what I was playing. And it's got the.
You didn't watch the mixtape?
Well, you can watch the mixtape.
Played the whole thing.
Yeah. Yes. Courtesy of who was our guest DJ?
DJ Petty Page?
Yeah, exactly.
I refuse to call her that. She's DJ OJ.
And DJ Petty Page and Damage from Yag Fu Front.
Yeah.
Yep.
Holding down the mixtape. So shout out to them. But yeah. Yeah. Good times.
good musical times. But yeah, go check out the Future Sound if you guys haven't heard that. It's such a great record. It really is. It's so creative.
Mm-hmm.
Damn straight. Yeah. Oh, so I don't know. Shout out to our sponsor, Fit Crates. I finally got a package. Man, and well worth the wait. I can't. He said I can't show everything, but I can show this. So.
You can show that.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
I can definitely.
Beautiful, isn't it?
It is. Yo, man, it's gorgeous.
I
don't know if you guys can get your hands on this shit. Get your hands on this shit. I know it's hard now, but because it's sold quickly. So, but yeah, it's let's just check this piece out.
Yeah.
But this is the dope side. Woo!
Crazy, right?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a beauty. That is a beauty. So shout out, salute, so appreciative to Thick Crates for the hookup. And he sent me more stuff. We'll be sharing it soon, I'm guessing. So yeah. Yep. In due time, friends. In due time. But yeah, that's our show for tonight. Check out Dave and Mocha tomorrow night with the Body Hat Weekly. They've been on a tear lately, going through some really great special albums. And of course, yes, it is totally official, Dre Mays. Of course, we have the mixtape next weekend. Oh, and real quick, got to shout out Ant Live and DJ Los. You know, we did the little interview last night. It's a Bandcamp. Their new album is a Bandcamp exclusive. And if you go check out the music video with Tash from the Alcoholics, that joint is up now right here on Channel Zero, and you get links. You can get the Bandcamp link and check it out. You can order a CD, and it's going to be coming to vinyl on demand too very soon. So shout out to Ant Live, and got to talk. Speaking of Rascast, got to talk to Rascast briefly last night. You know, so
saw that.
Yeah, so they're all going on tour in the UK the next couple days. So hope everything goes well there. If you're out there in the UK, try to catch one of those shows. I'm sure it'll be dope. And yeah, so we got the mixtape coming up Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on Channel Zero. Spinning the music of our next week's guest. Who we got coming up, JOJ?
Oh my God, is everybody sitting down? The one and only Cool V.
Cool V in the house.
Cuts, scratch, transforms with finesse.
Yep. So we will be talking to Cool V next week, right here on on another episode of It's C-Doc again. And thank you, everybody watching live, everybody watching on the replay.
And everybody wish Stewie P a happy birthday on Thursday.
Happy birthday, Stewie P. A lot of birthdays today. Eric Sermon. Shit, who else? Somebody else had birthdays today.
And a happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
if
you're into the Turkey Day thing, you know, happy holidays.
Birthdays tomorrow.
Happy holidays, happy holidays, however you want to look at it. Whose birthdays were on?
Lindsay.
Okay.
I'm gonna post this up tomorrow for her birthday. Lindsay, happy birthday.
You know what that gets. Yeah. So that's our show. And we'll see you guys. Oh, damn it. We'll see you guys next week for another episode of It's C-Doc again, y'all.